mean, not that you can answer us, but
I can't hear you.
we want to know anyway.
Stop yelling at your computer and your phone.
So welcome back. We are desperately trying to hold on to summer here.
Please,
don't
go.
We live in the South, so it's probably going to stay around for a while, even though our kids are back in school. But
Thank goodness for that.
but we're going to make a classic today.
The Margarita on the rocks.
Classic Margarita on the rocks, which doesn't sound that hard, but you know, I'm not sure a lot of people make them at home.
And wars have been fought over this recipe.
Salt or no salt.
Generations.
I mean, there's a thing.
It's
like,
a big to-do.
Right? But margaritas are one of my favorite things to get when we go out.
Oh yeah.
It could be because we eat tacos like 4 times a week.
At least. We're having them tonight, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah.
So thus the margaritas.
Thus
They're going to go well with dinner too. So yeah, if you know us and you've been following us on Facebook at all, if you're friends with either one of us on Facebook, you know that we eat a lot of tacos.
And tacos are a thing, yeah.
They're a thing for us. So what goes better with a taco?
Nothing, I say.
Nothing. I mean, as long as you've got a margarita, good to go. So it took us a while to get here.
It did. We experimented. It was tough work.
It was hard work. Somebody has to do it, right?
Two summers ago, we spent, 3 or 4 months making margaritas almost every weekend until we got the recipe just the way we liked it. And even since then, the recipe has shifted a little bit as our tastes have matured.
Yeah. So what are we starting with?
Well, start with the most important ingredient, and that is the tequila. Right? So it's not a margarita until it has tequila in it. Now, there's a lot of different kinds of tequila. There's 4 big kinds, and then the 5th one that you should sort of ignore. Anything labeled as gold tequila, probably just don't buy it. When they say gold, what they usually mean is that it's just silver tequila that they've added food coloring to. Don't buy that.
Nobody wants that.
It's just
that's not good eats.
Shouldn't have that. What they're trying to sell you when they sell you gold tequila is Reposado. So here I got the 2 sort of basic models of tequila, right? Cuervo Silver, it's Blanco Tequila. So Blanco means that it has not been aged in a wooden container of any sort, right? It is just what it looks like. It's left to age in, I think, aluminum canisters. The little bit that it does age, it's stored in aluminum. It does not draw any of the flavors out of its container. Reposado, which the word Reposado means rest or resting, is aged in, thank you Vanna, is aged in, I believe, oak, but I'll double check that. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. It's aged in wooden barrels, and it gets some of that beautiful brown color, and the aging is important, but it's not aged very long. The next step up is called añejo.
You're right. It says oak barrels on the label.
Look
See,
at
you
that.
just needed to read the label.
If only I could read. The next step up over Reposado, the next step up in price, and is añejo. And añejo means aged. Reposado means rested, and añejo means aged. So Reposado is similarly aged, but it's for less. It's only been allowed to just rest in the barrels for a little while, whereas añejo is aged for longer. And then the extra añejo is a separate classification for the ones that have been aged for a really long time, and we can't afford them.
And that just means really expensive.
It just means it's really expensive. Now, tequila is a very complex spirit that gets really underappreciated in the United States. People label it as just a party drink. People make margaritas like we do, and people do shots.
Yeah.
Tequila is a way more exciting spirit than just that, and someday in the future we're going to do a more complicated video there where we're going to really dig into tequila, sipping tequila, trying out all of the interesting nuance that can be found in that.
I didn't think there was a difference until we started trying to perfect our margarita recipe, and you can really tell the difference if you make your margarita with the silver versus the Reposado, you can taste the difference.
Absolutely.
But the silver we do use for our frozen margaritas.
And we'll do a video on those sometime.
Which we will do on those probably next time.
Probably next time.
We're going to go with a tequila theme for a while, I think. So, okay, enough talking. Let's make this
1800.
drink.
So the ratio that we've settled on for our rocks margaritas is ratio 4 to 4 to 2 to 1. 4 of our tequila.
Ounces.
4 ounces. Well, I mean, you scale it however you want.
I mean, if you're making a huge pitcher,
Four cups.
heck, you can do 4 cups.
Yep.
All right.
The ratio is all that matters. 4 ounces.
So we're making a double.
We
You
are.
mentioned that, right? We're making enough for 2. And we're using a shaker. This is a shaken, not stirred sort of a situation.
It is. Next we're going to do lime, and we have decided that we really like lime. We like our stuff to be very limey.
We do.
Right? So our margarita has a little more lime than I think most you'd find in a restaurant. Another 4.
And just a quick mention too that we're using bottled lime juice, but we are using an organic 100% lime juice. There's no sugar in this. It's not a limeade. It's not artificial. It's 100% organic lime juice. There are a couple brands that we found, but go to like the organic juice section of like your Kroger or your Jewel or whatever you've got near you and get, if you're gonna go with bottled, find a 100% organic, just lime juice.
It makes a difference.
Should have nothing else in it. If you're not gonna use a good bottled lime juice, just buy limes and do it that way. We, for a while, we're doing like Mexican themed Father's Day parties and stuff for a while where we would do tacos and salsa and stuff, and we were having to make a pitcher of margaritas and juicing like 40 limes.
We were doing all fresh limes, and I was just wearing out my arm.
Like a pitcher of margaritas. This poor guy couldn't move his arm for the next day and a half. So we actually discovered the organic stuff on vacation one year, and we have never looked back. I don't think I've juiced a lime since.
So that's 4 parts, 4 ounces of tequila, 4 ounces of lime, 2 parts sweetener. Now, sweetener. You can do a couple different things with your sweetener. We have right in front of you here simple syrup, which we made ourselves. Super easy. 1 part sugar.
Don't buy your simple syrup. It's just sugar and water.
It's sugar water.
It's heat up your sugar and water equal parts until it turns clear like this. Cool it, stick it in a mason jar or
a whatever jar.
A glass of some sort, and stick it in the fridge, and it'll keep for a couple weeks.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I mean, don't quote us on that. But
we don't know how long it lasts because we use it before it goes bad.
Use it before it goes bad, yeah.
If you wanted to go a little bit more in keeping with the spirit of the spirit, you see what I did there?
I see what you did.
That was clever, right?
Super punny.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to say that again sometime, and I expect similar applause. Tequila is, of course, made out of agave. And
you say that, of course, like everybody knows that, but...
Well, I'm sorry. Tequila, did you know, is made out of agave.
That's just slightly pretentious of you.
Next on Masterpiece Theater.
Right.
But we got some just agave
syrup.
You just buy it at the store like anything. Now, it isn't especially cheap. Agave syrup is a little more spendy, but it is sweeter than sugar water. Like 2 or 3 times sweeter.
Yep.
So you get to make a call. You don't have to use as much of this, and it's a little bit more in keeping with the
sort of the same
tequila
flavor.
It does. It's a little smoky. It's a little bit earthy. It's not just sweet. This is just tastes like sweet.
Right.
That's it. So what do you want to do for yours? We're gonna do.
We're gonna do a double.
We're gonna do a double.
How much of if you were using the simple syrup, how much would you use?
2 ounces.
Okay.
4 to 2 is our next thing. So.
I would use an ounce, maybe half an ounce of the agave, just for starters.
Let's use 1 ounce of agave.
I might go a little shy. Let's do 3/4. Let's split the difference.
It's like we don't even have a plan.
I know, it's like there's no rule.
There's none rules.
I'll go almost an ounce.
I dig it.
But this stuff is really, really, really sweet.
Very
sweet.
So
you do want to be careful and not over sweeten it, because you don't want this to taste like
honey.
Like lime syrup. I mean, because it will if you get it too sweet. Okay.
Beautiful.
Now our orange.
All right. Now, there is some discussion as to whether you should put orange, like triple sec, in a margarita. I understand that if you're in Mexico, they may look at you and go, "What are you doing, you dumb American? Why would you do that?" But we found that it just smooths things out just a little bit, and that's why everybody seems to do it in the United States. Now, we did our research. when we were doing the hard work.
He says
We looked at
research.
the research. We looked at a bunch of different orange spirits, including Cointreau. We even tried Grand Marnier.
There's some recipes that call for orange juice.
Orange juice.
Which
we tried a bunch of ways to add orange in. Cointreau, super delicious. I recommend drinking it if you drink it straight. If you just want a little orange something in something where it's going to be orange forward, gets totally lost in this drink.
it's not worth the money. Because Cointreau is what, twice as expensive, if not more,
really
than
kind of
triple
spending.
sec. So
And you're not going to know the difference. So
I'm not sure it's worth
we're
it
going
in
with
this.
your basic run-of-the-mill De Kuyper
oh yeah,
triple sec.
super cheap.
It is. I think that Pepsi's more expensive than this.
Probably.
And so we want
I'm
1
actually
ounce
gonna, before
of
you
that.
do that, I'm taking a little bit of our agave
Oh, well
that
played.
was in the cup.
And she's going to salt the rims
To
of our
salt
glasses.
the rims of our glasses. Now,
Always thinking.
you do not have to salt your margarita. If you're not a salt fan, don't do it.
Just skip it.
When you go to a Mexican restaurant, they always ask you if you want salt or not. Nobody's gonna be mad at you if you don't want salt on your rim.
Just send your salt my way. It's fine.
But we like a little salt.
We do.
Not a crazy amount.
Beautiful.
So,
All right.
we've just got margarita salt. You can use kosher salt for your rims. I've done it. Don't use table salt. That's not kosher. Oh,
We are so clever.
It's like the pun show today.
It's amazing. How did we not have more followers?
I don't know. Maybe we will after this one.
We should.
This is gonna
If there's
do it.
any justice in the world.
All right, how much of that did you put in?
1 ounce. So
1 ounce.
remember, our ratio was 4 to 4 to 2 to 1, and our 2 shrunk a little bit because we used like double strength sweetener.
We used agave. Yeah.
4 tequila, 4 lime, 2 sweet, 1 orange.
Right, unless you're using agave, then 1, maybe less.
I'm gonna go ahead and ice our glasses.
Shake gently. Now remember, rule of thumb for your shaker: you shake until the shaker gets too cold to hold. See, and it'll start to get this nice like frosty where you can draw on that side of the shaker. But basically, when it's too hold the cold.
Too old to cold.
I haven't even had any of these yet. Ooh, yeah. So that's too cold for me to hold anymore.
Ooh.
That's my rule. I don't know if that's a real rule,
It's
but that's
perfectly
my
good.
rule.
It's a good heuristic.
Now, if you're using real limes, you might want to also strain these
Through a
through a
fine
fine mesh strainer just to get your lime pulp out. But I mean, look at that. It's like we planned it or
It's
something.
almost like we're professionals.
I mean, we're not.
We
but
are.
We'd like them to think that we are, right?
This is I'm so excited. Like,
Right?
I'm shaking a little bit right now.
Sure. Oh boy. Go make your own.
You'd love it.
Send us in the comments your favorite margarita recipe or
Yeah.
what you do differently, or if you made it, if you have suggestions for us.
Tell us what we did wrong.
I mean, we probably
We're
won't
fine.
listen because
I mean, we like it this
it
way.
took us a really long time to get this
But
one.
we're happy to drink another.
But, you know, experimentation is always fun in
Mhm.
mixology. Try different stuff.
So there you have it. The classic rocks margarita, and we made it.
There you go.
There you go.
Next time, come back, we'll make you a frozen one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Friends. But why?
Well, maximum video length was hit.
Oh, sad.
Whoa, what happened? Get on with the recipe, people.
I mean, this video would be like an hour long if nobody told us to shut up. Wouldn't be so well.
That's our next video series. We're not making drinks, you just watch
get
us
to watch
drink
us.
them. Just,
What's the name of this channel?
we made it.
Okay. We should start it like that too.
I'm editing that in, like an outtakes thing. That's definitely happening. What were we doing?
What are we doing?
Oh, we're doing drink videos.
We're doing drink.
Hi!
Hi! I think I just drooled.
Did you? At least it's on yourself.
I think it's under the table.
Oh, okay.